Mum. I can't.
You can.
But you don't know what it's like.
I know damn well you won't hit 20 unless you get off it.
So what? It's my life, not yours.
In future, I suggest you confine your duties to matters that concern you.
Will that be all?
Yes.
By the way, Governor, since you've been receiving information, I think there's something you should know.
Oh?
Well, none of us can be sure how you'll get on tomorrow, but just in case, I have already prepared my application for the position of Governor.
Nicky! Miss Ferguson, quick! Nicky!
Oh, God, Shane, he's been poisoned.
No, Nicky. You can't die.
Look, he won't die. We'll get him to the vet straight away. Hey, you just stay with him and I'll call a taxi.
Nicky, you can't die on me. Nicky.
Well, aren't you the lucky one?
Oh, g'day. I made a mistake. I just thought this was my cell. I come in and found this.
Yeah, you made a mistake, all right. Now I'm going to give you lesson number 1 in keeping your nose out of other people's business.
I wasn't pinching anything, Murray. Honest.
What's that in your hand, then? Your play lunch!
Play lunch! Good one, Murray. Won't I tell the others?
Won't be easy, Warren. It's hard to talk with a mouthful of broken teeth.
Please don't hit me. I know I wasn't supposed to be in here, but I just come in to rig the bed, that's all.
God, I've seen some jelly blobs in my time, but you're unreal. I think I'm going to enjoy this.
Please don't hit me. I'll do anything you want on me. I can't stand pain.
Shut up!
I fell on some broken bottles when I was a kid. I'm not a coward or nothing, but I can't even think about pain.
All right. I must be going soft, Warren, but maybe you could be useful.
I'll do anything you want. Anything.
I don't believe this. You're, good mates with Rodgers, right?
Sorta. She went to my school. Why?
Well, you're going to tell me everything you know about her and her family. Where she lives, what she likes, what she hates, everything, right? Right?
Right. I'll tell you anything you want.
He hasn't made noise for a while, has he?
Yeah, well, he's probably settling down.
You sure? Sounds like he was choking before.
Look, the vet would have had to make him sick to get rid of the poison. That's what we heard.
Suppose so. Wish he'd come out, though. Sure he knows what he's doing?
Who, Dr. Dickinson?
Yeah.
Of course.
Then how come we're the only ones here if he's so popular?
Because it's after hours. Now stop worrying.
How's Nicky? Is he all right?
Well, he's feeling a bit sorry for himself right now, of course, but he'll be right as rain in the morning. You'd better leave him with me overnight, though.
Overnight? Why?
Now, come on, Shane. Doctor knows what he's doing.
Can you pick him up in the morning, Mrs. Munro? I'd like to keep him under observation.
Yes, of course. Actually, the name is Ferguson. You may remember I used to bring my dog here.
Well, that's right. You belong to Major, don't you?
Well, not anymore. He had an accident some time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful animal.
What about Nicky, Doc? Can I see him?
All right, but don't get him too excited. Just through the door there, young fella. A boy and his dog, eh? Now, I'd better get you to give me his parents' address.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll take care of any expenses. Shane's staying with me while his parents are overseas.
Never fails, does it? The minute they leave, the trouble starts.
Oh, well, I don't mind, really. He's a good kid.
Yes, who is it?
Oh, come on, open up. It's a surprise.
Yes?
Tracy! Oh my God, it is! come in. I hardly recognised you.
Oh, don't tell me I've changed that much. It's only been, what, 3 years?
Well, if you say so, right now I'd believe anything. Oh, it is good to see you.
Oh, Brad, for heaven's sake, take that thumb out of your mouth. You'll get problem teeth.
God, they never let up, do they? As if we haven't got enough troubles.
Well, everything right in here?
I shouldn't think so. It doesn't matter, it's only me.
Oh, here we go again.
All right, Dot. What's the matter now?
Nothing much, don't worry about. I suppose I'll cope. I have for the past 25 years. Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if this bed finishes me off. Still, I'm only a number on the office file, aren't I? Delete 1194, found dead during morning patrol.
Don't do that to me, Dot. Deaths cause so much paperwork.
Very amusing. I wonder how many women my age are forced to sleep on a bed like this.
But you've got the best bed. Didn't you change with Judy?
Yes, she certainly did, and I don't know what she's going on about. The beds are exactly the same.
It's all right for you youngsters. You can cope with a thing like this.
Oh, I'm a youngster now, am I?
Oh, I think I'll leave you to it. Now, Dot, don't you go dying on me. I've already made out the work roster for tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
She's about as funny as dandruff, that one. Trouble is, they get it too easy in here. You try to do the right thing, never complain, don't give any trouble. Makes no difference. They still lump you in with the Myra Desmonds of this world.
Now, I would be careful what I'm saying about her. She's coming back, you know.
I wouldn't bank on that, dear. When the cops catch up with her, it'll be shoot first and I'll
Oh,
question
for
later.
God's sake. Did you have to put your denture in my coffee cup?
I didn't know it was your cup. Anyway, what's the fuss about? It's only one little tooth. Won't hurt you. I have it in my mouth all day. And I'm still alive.
Oh, well, I didn't think of that, did I? I don't know what I'm complaining about anyway. You've got my bed. You might as well have my cup.
Thanks, Jude. But I think I'll have my coffee in the white mug, if you don't mind.
I know I could have used Dad's contacts to get work, but I just wanted to do it myself, I suppose.
The old Morris tenacity, eh? Well, how did you go?
The odd job here and there, but nothing worthwhile. You know, it's true what they say, Meg. I know employment's hard to find, but if you've been in prison, it's almost impossible.
At least you didn't throw the towel in.
Oh, don't worry, I nearly did. But then Dad sent me a ticket to go and visit him in Indonesia.
How is he?
Same old Bob, lovely as ever. Trish is nice too.
Trish?
His wife. Held my breath for a minute, but we got along pretty well. You know, I'd always really thought that... Is there something wrong?
No. The truth is I didn't know he'd married again.
You're joking. You mean he didn't write and tell you?
Well, no. Unless something went wrong with the mail.
Oh, Meg, I'm so sorry. I just thought that you...
It's all right. Right, don't be silly. Just got a bit of a shock, that's all. I hope she's nice.
She's okay. But if you ask me, he had the best when he was married to you.
Thanks. Well, I can see we've got a lot to catch up on. Hope you'll stay with me whilst you're in town.
Well, actually, that was going to be my next question. You don't mind, do you?
Of course not.
You're still mad at me, aren't you? If you want a lifesaver, you wouldn't be taking me last one. I've got 2 left. Oh, come on, Bobbie. I've said I was sorry.
And I said, okay, all right. What do you want?
I want to be friends. Well?
Listen, when they took me to hospital, I had friends coming out of me bloody ears. Where are they now? Myra's gone over the fence, Pixie's gone. Now they've taken the best mate ever out of me whole life and they've stuck her in a nut house. What do I want mates for? Too much trouble.
Yeah, well, that's in here, but you'll be getting out soon.
Yeah. It's all right for you. You've got this big deal family you're always raving on about. If I wanted someone to talk to, I'd have to chat up a hoon in a disco or something like that.
Gee, that'd be awful. Everyone's got to have a friend.
I had one once. He was only little, but he was going to be my friend. I was going to call him Jack. But he died.
Hey, Wally, mate. Wake up, you'll be as stiff as a board there.
Oh, hell, it's late. What time is it?
It's after 8. Here's your cuppa.
After 8? I told you to...
She's asleep, thank God.
How is she?
Sweat's pouring off her.
It's par for the course. It'll get worse, too. You all right?
What do you think? It's my 16-year-old daughter in there. I don't know, Wall. I don't think I can put her through much more of this.
Oh, come on, you're not going to give up now, are you? This rescue team needs you.
I don't think I've got what it takes.
Don't talk garbage. Think of the facts. 1, you killed for the girl. 2, you escaped from jail for her. Yesterday I was amazed at your guts. Today you're talking about giving it all up. No.
It's true what they say about the quiet ones, isn't it? Ah, you're right. I won't give up. I'm just so bloody tired.
Yeah, well, I told you should have woken me earlier. Now get back to bed before I do my block.
Be a bugger to live with, wouldn't you?
That's what my ex-wife said.
Wonder what made her say that.
Get to bed.
Oh, morning, Heather.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Oh, I'm not rushing off, are you? I brought that book in.
Book? Oh, Borstal. Yes. Oh, thank you. Great. Yeah.
Hey, you're all right. You look a bit edgy.
Oh, I am.
Oh, what's wrong?
Ferguson. I've made up my mind, Den. She's not going to beat me.
Oh, that's the spirit.
I'll show her once and for all. She can't scare me off the job. She can take her scare tactics somewhere else. I've had it.
Oh, sounds like it'd be quite an event. Yeah. Hey, why don't you wait till the television people get here and they could film it?
What are you talking about? Oh, Leigh Templar's interview, right?
Right. No, she's got Meg Morris in a bit of a flap. She's been left holding the baby.
What do you mean?
Well, Mrs. Reynolds had to go to the department, so Meg's acting governor.
Oh.
Do you know, there is no way they'd have let a TV crew into a Borstal like this. Yeah. Now, mind you, I think it's a good idea.
Well, good for you. I think it's ridiculous. Well, now, who else have we got on this morning, eh? Ah, yes, Radcliffe, O'Shea, Ward and Rodgers. Well, at least there's 3 there who'll be able to handle any trouble if it comes up.
All right, Miss Ferguson, that's it. Now, I know I'm new to this job, and I know I've got a lot to learn.
I'm glad you noticed.
I haven't finished yet. If you have some constructive criticism to give me, then go for your life. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut and get off my back.
Right little terror when she gets going, isn't she?
All I'm asking is you give him a chance.
Yeah, I am. Same chance he gave my babe.
It was an accident, you know.
Yeah, well, Cass didn't see it that way.
Hello, Tommy. That sheet's about as straight as a dog's hind leg.
Rack off, Granny.
Cheeky little bugger. I was only trying to help. Anyway, I shouldn't be doing that job. Those damn things don't do a thing for my lumbago.
Oh, lumbago, is it? It was arthritis last night.
Yes, and you wouldn't believe what it's like having the 2 of them together.
Oh, get lost, will you?
Any moisture in the air and off they go. It's anybody's guess which will carry me off first.
Sit on it, will you, stupid old whinger?
Just go back to the dryers.
Now, just a minute. Let's have a bit of respect for the oldies around here.
Well, since when were you worried about respect?
Yeah, funny, isn't it? Still, that's what they taught me at the convent, so if Dottie wants to swap jobs, that's all right with me. And that's all that matters, isn't it, Bryant?
There is nothing wrong with her back.
Oh, I see, so I'm a liar now, am I?
Shut up, you stupid old bitch. Anyway, I've got a better idea, Bryant. Why don't you work the dryers?
Get lost, you know she can't do that. It'll kill her.
Well, you don't believe Grandma, so why should I believe you?
Because it's true. She's got a pacemaker. Oh, forget it. Look, I'll do the dryers. Let the silly old bugger do the folding if she wants.
There you are. Wasn't so hard, was it?
No.
Let me go! No, Wally, please let me go! Let me go! Mummy, please, I can't do it. I can't do it now. Please, later. I'll do it later. I can't. On the pain! My stomach! Just one shot, please! Not now!
It's got to be now, Kay. Leave it any longer and it's going to be twice as bad. You can do it now!
Mummy, what are you trying to do? Kill me!
Kay, Wally, help me!
Let me go, you creep!
Kay, please, he's trying to help.
Help? You call this help? What's with you two anyway? Is he the reason you killed Dad?
Stop it, Kay.
You hate me for the child, don't you? No wonder Dad left you. He didn't love any of us. You were too wrapped up in your precious PR.
Don't listen to her, Myra.
Oh, no wonder. Screwing around with that bastard.
Wally, listen to her. What she's saying.
No, it isn't Kay talking. It's a junkie. And if you leave her alone, she'll be a dead junkie.
That's right. You're killing me, you bastards.
Use your head, will you, Myra? If you'd rather see her dead, just say so. We'll let her go.
You killed Dad, didn't you? You tried to kill Gloria, but you couldn't, could you? I'm glad they put you away. I'm sorry. Make me do it, please. Make me do it. I couldn't.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, now, you remember what Dr. Dickinson said. Keep him warm and don't get him excited, right? OK, I'll see you when I get home.
Care for a cuppa, Joe?
No, thanks. I've got work to do. Yeah, perhaps I will join you. I've got a few minutes to spare.
Right, coming up. Look, I hope you don't mind, but, well, I think you've got it wrong about Heather. She really is serious about her work, you know?
What? Oh. Yeah, maybe I was a bit rough on her. Still, she's going to get worse from the women.
Well, I better watch it then. Little scrapper, don't you think?
Look, I was telling a friend of mine about your work in England, and she thought you might be able to help her.
Well, if I can. What's the problem?
Well, she's been landed with an 11-year-old runaway. Oh, he's a nice enough kid, but, well, legally she can't keep him, and she doesn't want to send him back to his father.
Oh, why not? Bit of a villain, is he?
Could say that. Look, she doesn't want to, of course, but what's likely to happen to the boy if she were to hand him over to an institution?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, we did all we could for them in Borstal. But let's just say no institution's a good home for a lad. A few of them try to make something of themselves, but it's an uphill battle to go against the pressure from the other lads. Too many of them go under for my liking. No, I'd say, have another word with the father. Oh, here we go. Tea for two. You'll have to watch it, Dennis, lad. Keep talking to yourself and they'll put you in an institution.
Oh, come on, Mitchell. Get a move on. You're keeping me waiting.
Stiff, I can't make him dry any faster.
Perhaps you shouldn't have put so much in.
Oh, shut up, Dot.
I was only trying to help.
Don't.
Bugger it. You can have them whether they're dry or not.
Watch it. That's the last time I get talked into doing maternity. It stinks. Talk about the Pong Express.
Oh, my God, who filled that up?
I did. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, well, what do you reckon? How much detergent did you use?
I don't know, 5 or 6 cups.
5 or 6 cups?
What?
Well, turn it off while we can still see it.
I reckon we should shoot it because it's frothing in the mouth.
Having a little game, are you, Warren?
Oh, no, I was just going to turn it off.
Oh, that was quick thinking. Who filled the machine up? Well, if that's the game you're going to play, you're all on a charge.
I did, Miss Ferguson, but I didn't mean to. Honestly, I didn't.
That's quite enough, Warren. You're in enough trouble as it is. Misuse of government property is a very serious offence. You're on a charge.
Well, thank God she keeps falling asleep. I suppose it's nature's way for the body to protect itself.
Yeah. Just wish I didn't have to keep waking her up to force liquids down her throat, that's all.
Come on, Mum, you're doing just fine.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm scared stiff, Wally. I've seen a lot of kids through Turkey, but never as bad as this. Her pulse has gone berserk. I don't know if her heart can stand it.
Well, what do you want to do? I can take her to a hospital if you want.
No, she'd just check herself out again.
Not if I stay with her.
Oh, no. The cops would make the connection straight away. You'd be in the slammer and then she'd have nobody.
What about Alan?
No, it wouldn't be fair on him, not the way she is at the moment. Hey, it's not fair on you either. Why don't you go home and leave us to it?
What? Sit on the other side of the mountain worrying about you? No, thank you.
You're a bloody nuisance, do you know that? After my husband, I thought I had men all worked out.
Go to bed and try to get some sleep.
OK, ladies, we don't pay overtime. Knock off and have some lunch.
What are we having, Mr. Cruikshank? I'm starving.
Oh, meat pies and stills. Isn't that what all you Aussies eat?
You see what I mean? Meat pies. That's going to be great for my ulcer, isn't it? Why can't we have fish and chips or something like that?
Oh, come on, Dottie was joking.
Mr. Cruikshank, I wanted to apologise to you about what I said about Bobbie. I know it was an accident. We all do.
Thanks, Judy. That's appreciated. I tell you something, though. I wish Bobbie would let me have a talk with her. She's a very unhappy girl, isn't she?
Well, that's going to take time. As a matter of fact, none of us are too good at the moment. I think we're at an all-time low.
Anything to do with Mari Winter? Understood. But be careful, will you? I don't think she'd stop at anything. Anyone that can come out in the open and try to bribe an officer must be pretty sure of themselves.
You?
And now it's my turn not to answer. But watch your step, eh?
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
For heaven's sake, Joan, I'm busy. Look, either help me or let me get on with it. I've just about had enough this morning. TV cameras, microphones, cables,
All
lights.
I'm saying is that Warren should be punished as soon as possible.
If we... She put too much powder in the washing machine. Is that what she says?
Yes, but I'm sure no one's going to believe it.
And why not? Has anybody told her how much powder to put in? Has she ever used the washing machine
Oh, that's
before?
got nothing to do with it. Look, I'm presenting an official charge. Now, you're the acting governor. Are you going to do anything about it or not?
No, I am not. Anne will be back soon. If you wish to pursue it, then speak to her. Personally, I think you're wasting your time.
Yeah, with her attitude to discipline, I'm sure I am.
All right, Joan, that's enough. Now, Anne Reynolds is governor of this prison.
Not for long. It'll be very interesting to see how she gets on with the department.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Let's just say that when I'm governor, you're going to have to smarten up your ideas, Morris. And you'd better make it soon, because that's not too far off.
Ferguson, don't threaten me. It won't work. Because the day that you sit in that chair is the day I leave.
Then I'll just have to get by without you, won't I? But don't worry. I'll scrape through somehow.
I promise you, it's just another interview. You won't like it. It's not worth watching.
Are you kidding? Support your local TV star. That's our motto.
Yeah, but you must have talked about more than that. God, you're in prison. Who cares how you do your nails or how you tint your hair?
She does. Mind you, I don't blame her. Poor love wears a wig.
Really?
A wig, false fingernails, eyelashes, the works.
Do you know? I always thought that. Well, I was pretty sure she wore a wig, but I didn't know about the other things. I mean, wouldn't it be dreadful to have a job where everybody looked at you? I'm sorry. I didn't realise I was carrying on so
That's all right. Don't worry, Mrs. Barry. I'll let you know when I find out anything else about it.
Here's trouble. Yeah, this time she's going to get it. I've been waiting for her to get out of the pound.
Oh, leave her alone, Bobbie.
It's her fault I lost my kid, remember? I owe her.
We all do.
Gee, she looks shaky. Think she meant to go that far with Phyllis?
Who knows? When the VJ's finished with her, she's going to be a permanent fixture around this place.
Tough.
Will you just leave her alone, at least until Myra comes back?
You're right. She just better hurry up, that's all.
You've been having a rough time. How'd you feel?
I'm here, Anna.
Yeah, good thing too. Perhaps now we can get down to the serious business of selling some drugs. You interested?
Why not? I'll be here for a long time, as well make $1.
Get Miss Ferguson to come to my office, will you?
I don't believe this. Are you actually telling me that Joan went to the department
I am saying that woman presented the department with an official complaints list a mile long, accusing yours truly of more departmental indiscretions than I knew existed.
She really is after your position.
She's applied for my position.
What?
How did she word it? In the likely event of Reynolds being stood down, I feel that my expertise and years of service will be considered before a replacement is... Come in.
You wanted to see me, Governor?
Yes. Close the door.
I have to see Mrs. O'Regan, so I'll be...
No, Meg. I want you to witness this.
I don't want Miss Ferguson running to the department with any more lies.
I didn't lie, Governor. Every item on that report was...
That report was a masterpiece of verbal manipulation, Ferguson, and you know it. Not one charge was substantiated or reported in its correct context.
And was that the department's opinion?
You want a fight, Ferguson? Right. You've got one. It's been a long time since I really put the gloves on, but I don't think I've forgotten anything. Now get out.
And what did the department say?
If there's another file up within the next 6 weeks, I'm out.
Bobbie, are you okay? I was a bit worried that you weren't in the laundry. Not feeling poorly, are you?
I've only been gone a minute. Give us a go, will you?
It's all right. I wasn't checking on you. I just thought you might be
just thought I
feeling
was bludgeoned. Well, it wasn't. I ran out of ciggy papers, all right?
Look, Bobbie, we'll have to have a talk sooner or later.
Why?
If you really believe that I hurt you on purpose, then you must think it was my fault you're losing your baby. Now, believing something like that could mess you up for the rest of your life. It was an accident. And I swear to you, no one is sorrier than me.
I wouldn't bet on it, Screw. What about Cash? She went right off her bloody head. I suppose you're sorry about that too. Don't give me that crap about being sorry. I'm the one who's sorry. I had a baby living inside of me, a real little baby. I didn't know who the father was, but I loved it. I really loved it. Where do you reckon babies go, Mr. C? Do you reckon there's anything in this religion thing?
I don't know, lass. I really don't.
I wasn't fooling around, honest, Mrs. Reynolds. I must have just been listening to the others yakking on and lost count of how many cups I put in.
I suppose it is possible, but Miss Ferguson seems to think you were treating it as a big joke.
Oh, well, you would have had to be there. I mean, it was funny. It was like an old Jerry Lewis movie or something. It was oozing down all over the floor.
Did the others laugh, Miss Ferguson?
No, Governor. Only Warren.
Well, anyway, I reckon I'd pack it in if I couldn't have a good laugh in here. I'm sorry, Mrs. Reynolds, but I get bored stiff. There's nothing to do.
It doesn't seem to worry the others.
Well, they're used to it. I was on the go the whole time before I come here. Now there's nothing to do except watch telly or read a book or something.
What would you rather be doing?
Oh, I don't know. Sit around and get fatter, I suppose. Hey, that's a thought. I used to go to aerobics classes every Tuesday night. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be good if we could have something like that in here? I could arrange the classes myself.
You're here for punishment, Warren, not exercise.
Do you really think you could organise it?
Oh, yeah, I've got tons of gear at home, and I could get me Dad to bring in the cassette so we could do it properly.
All right, as from now, you've got an aerobics class on your hands.
Oh, beauty. Am I still in trouble?
No, I'm not going to punish you this time. Just be more careful in future. Thank you, Miss Ferguson. You can take her back now.
Governor, don't
you
think...
if Warren wants to talk to her father about the tape, you take care of it, all right?
Yeah, it's all smooth sailing in this block. Picked up 9 customers before lunch. Wasn't even trying.
Great. Well, why are you whispering? Are you scared or something? Geez, you girls must be a bad lot. You got the old Rev here scared stiff. I'll tell you what's going on. I've decided to investigate the advantages of free enterprise. Any objections? There, you see, I told you there was no commos in here. So if you girls have got the money, I got the dope.
No. No dope. Let go of me, you big much.
Oh, well, you take one more step and I'm going to turn that dryer on. Now, what's it going to be? Good. Now, like I was saying, you want to do business, you see the old Rev here. COD, no returns, no refunds, and everyone will be happy.
Oh, come on. What's the matter it with you. All you need's a pair of shorts or something.
I'll stick a sock in it. We don't even know what you're talking about. What's aerobies when it's at home?
Oh, aerobics, not aerobies. Geez, you're a card.
It's just a new name for exercises, Bobbie.
You mean like touching your toes and stuff like that? Forget it.
Oh, look, it's much better than that. You can do it to music and everything. Look, it's better than going to a disco.
Hey, you ought to put your name down for that, Bryant. Might get rid of some of the fat between your ears.
Exercise, good, that's all I need, isn't it? It's bad enough standing up here all day with me varicose veins the way they are.
Oh, Dot, you are in a bad way.
You wouldn't believe the way I have to suffer, Miss Rodgers. It's not right, a woman of my age having to work like that. And do you think they'll let me see a doctor?
Oh, come now. I just checked the sick list. You were on every single one of them.
He's not a doctor, he's a flaming quack. I need a specialist. Do you think you could do something, Miss Rodgers?
What do you reckon, Heath? If old Dot here got into some exercises, it'd do her good, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't suppose it'd do any harm, as long as you weren't too rough with her.
Oh, what's the use? It's like bashing your head against a brick wall. Forget it.
See, I told you I'd make you laugh. Come on now, who's signing up for aerobics?
Thought today would never end. Thanks.
Property forms XF319, white 3 copies.
What do you want those for?
Don't stop me. Charge sheets SW428. Send the pink copy to the office, retain the green copy.
Well, it's the other way around, and charge sheets are 482s.
Oh, God, I give up. Why do they have to have numbers anyway?
Well, because if they didn't, there wouldn't be as much confusion. I mean, simple.
I'll buy that. Well, I suppose I'd better see what an XF319 looks like. In cabinet, right?
Right. I hate to tell you this, but somebody has been playing jokes on you.
Oh, Struth, how long's that been there?
Oh, work it out for yourself. Where have you been? Well?
Oh, well, I can't be sure. I mean, I've been all over H Block.
Do you want me to tell you who it is?
No, thanks. I think we're thinking of the same person. Oh, God, I feel like a dummy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it's happened to us all at one time or the other. But don't you think that you'd better
Oh,
go...
my God, what if Miss Ferguson had seen it?
Precisely. So I think you better do something about it, don't you? I mean, this person is really taking things too far. And it's not that I mind a joke with the women, because I don't. But we can't afford to lose face. Now, you do understand that, don't you?
Yeah, sure, don't worry. I'll do something about it. Well, I'll have to, won't I? Otherwise I'll have to fill out an XF423. Resignation form. Oh, I would remember that one, wouldn't I?
Right. How many you got there?
11.
2 more? That's 13. $10 a line, that's, $130 I want to see in your hot little hand when you get back.
I can count.
Right, then get going. And no credit.
It's me you're talking to. Used to have a little racket running myself, remember?
Oh, yeah, very little.
Well, at least I didn't run around telling screw lovers I was peddling dope.
Bryant! Oh, she's a pussycat.
Forget Bryant. She knows the score. What about Warren?
I've already had a chat to our little bunny rabbit.
Oh, yeah, and she loves chatting to screws, especially the new one.
I told you. I'm going to take care of Warren.
How?
Reb, you got dope to sell. Now go and sell it, okay? Oh, Miss Rodgers, what can I do for you?
What did you just hide then?
This? Oh, just me fags. Well, you can't be too careful. There's a real bad criminal element in this place.
Yeah. And I came down in the last shower too. Open it up.
No.
Don't be silly, Winter. If I slap a charge on you, you'll have to open it sooner or later.
Well, let's make it later then, okay?
All right, outside and take that with you.
Oh, that was good. No, I mean, really, you almost looked like a real screw that time.
What are you up to, Winter? You know you can't win, don't you?
Oh, I can win all right. Because I don't have a dear old widowed mother to think about. Do you want me to go on?
Yeah, you may as well.
Good. Because it gets even better. Them there's the little kid brother. I mean, it'd be awful if something happened to him while he was out on his bike delivering his papers, wouldn't it?
Who told you this?
Oh, I got contacts. Outside contacts. Who drive cars right at little boys on bikes. Now, I'd like to help keep your family healthy.
but I reckon it's worth a few favours in return. Do you still want me to open this?
Oh, hello, Tracy. Did you manage to find everything? Sorry to sneak up on you, but I finished work early and thought you might like to go shopping or something.
Oh, yes, that sounds...
Is this her?
Yes. Meg, I'd like you to meet Mark Sanders. He's a friend of mine.
Don't be stupid. We can't bluff this through.
Will you calm down?
What's going on?
I'm sorry, lady. I think you better sit down. I really don't want to use this.
Let's face it, viewers, prison life would be hard enough for anyone. But how does Australia's most beautiful woman cope with the hardships that can only be found behind bars? Well, you heard her own words. She actually claims to have made friends in there. Who knows? At least the other inmates will get a taste of high fashion for a change. But who was it that said, "What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?" Because I couldn't agree more. Chin up, Leigh. We all miss you.
That's it. Now you can see what I mean about being a waste of time.
Waste of time, me bugger. She's given me a great idea.
Good, keep it to yourself.
No way. Why can't we have high fashion in this place?
Maybe it's got something to do with the clothes we have to wear.
So we tizzy them up a bit and put on a fashion parade. You'd show us how to do it, wouldn't you, Leigh?
Oh, sorry, love. I'm on holidays.
Yeah, okay, I stuck the sign on your back, but geez, I only did it for a joke.
Well, quit it, will you? I'm not kidding, Marl. I'll lose my job if you don't stop messing around.
Oh, God, we used to carry on like this all the time when we were at school.
Marlene, this is a prison. And I am a prison officer. At least I'm supposed to be. But I'm starting to look like a clown now. Will you cut it out?
Struth, you're fair dinkum, aren't you?
Yes. And another thing, have you been talking about me to the other prisoners?
Of course I have. We used to be mates. They all talk about their mates.
Murray Winter? Have you said anything to her?
Well, geez, I don't know. She might have been there when I told the others. Look, I've said I was sorry. Can I go now?
Yeah, right. I won't report you this time. But no more mucking around, okay?
Yeah, sure. No worries. See you later.
You idiot, Warren. Watch where you're going.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson.
This may come as a surprise to you, Miss Rodgers, but it is considered very unwise to mix with prisoners on a social level. It is also considered very unwise not to report a prisoner for mucking around. However, I must agree with you on one thing. You are beginning to look like a clown.
I won't ask what you've done. It's obviously a robbery of some kind.
TAB. Meg, believe me, I am sorry this had to happen, but we really had nowhere else to go.
Why did you do it? Why did you let him talk you into it?
Other way around. I talked him into it.
What?
It wasn't hard, Mrs. Morris. I've been out of work for 3 years, and some people turn very funny when they see you carrying around something like this.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, would you hire an addict?
I'm a diabetic.
But he may as well be a junkie. People just don't want to know.
Bloody hell. 570 lousy dollars.
At least it's in small notes. Oh, Mark, can't you go and do that somewhere else?
Here, take this. And Mrs. Morris, don't you try anything, please. I told her not to. I told her!
Need a hand, Winter?
No, thanks. Oh, Black Queen. Just what I needed.
It's not like you to be sitting around doing nothing. Besides, I'd heard you'd gone into the free enterprise business. Don't worry. I'm not about to try and stop you. In fact, I might even be able to help you.
You know what I'm selling?
Yes, I do. The offer's still open.
What's your cut?
You can keep your money. That's not what I'm after.
All right, I'll bite. What do you want?
As much trouble for Anne Reynolds as you can stir up. And I mean real trouble.
You mean like the odd riot or two?
Yeah, sounds good to me. The only thing you have to remember is to keep my name out of it. You do that, and you can do all the business you like. Deal?
Deal.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing